And welcome back to another episode of Suplex Betty. Episode 10. Episode 10, we were on a brief hiatus. Life happens.
But I was upset that Daniel Bryan got kicked off SmackDown.
Yeah, relax. We understand.
Couldn't record.
We're back. We're better than ever. We're brought to you by Couch Guy Sports. Make sure to go use the internet once. Go check out all the articles on that site, all the podcasts on the network as well. There are several thousand great ones that we provide nowadays. So myself, Chris Jones, Diego, the resident DJ Galvis, looking like an absolute snack with that snazzy shirt on tonight. And then you got Andrew, the wrestling aficionado Hunterman as well. Boys, it's episode 10. How we feeling?
Yep.
We're feeling.
All right, well, that's
feel sore.
That talk about dry, Jesus. So real quick, before we get into what we're going to talk about this week, we just want to talk about the important topics that happened during our hiatus. Daniel Bryan lost to Roman Reigns. Therefore, he is no longer a part of SmackDown. We had AEW for the first time ever being the number one TV show on cable with Blood and Guts.
Yep, thanks to Blood and Guts.
We got the modern day Maharaja back, Jinder Mahal.
He has a stable now too.
Yeah, two big guys. He's already a big guy. I don't get why a big guy needs two big guys.
He's two bigger guys, and then they need two bigger guys.
Yeah, I don't get it. But what we're going to dive into this week, WrestleMania Backlash is this Sunday. We're going to give you our predictions on it. So let's start off with the Lumberjack match of Damian Priest versus The Miz. The stipulation came to be what it is today based off of Damian Priest and John Morrison's match on Monday Night Raw. And Priest is basically saying that there is no out for The Miz here. So it's going to be a legitimate one-on-one fight here. So I'm going to start with Diego here. Diego, what are your thoughts on Damian Priest versus The Miz at WrestleMania Backlash?
Oh, it's no question. Damian Priest is the potential winner here. Miz is just continuing the storyline right now with Bad Bunny, and with Bad Bunny being out of WWE to resume his album tour and whatnot. I mean, at this point, you're just dragging a storyline with the main character missing. At this point, it's just time to drop the storyline and develop something new. And that's where Damian Priest can just finally conclude this storyline here.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the big thing for this rivalry is it's getting Priest a name on somebody that's been on the main roster for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
To get his name out there. It's a good start for him.
Yeah, but don't you think that with a star current age like Bad Bunny, who everybody in the world knows, don't you think that's enough of a push? At this point, just end the story.
It's a good start.
It's a good start, but he needs to, because Bad Bunny technically got the pin at WrestleMania. Priest needs to get that pin, quote unquote. So if he gets it over Miz, it just boosts him up the totem pole, especially on Monday Night Raw, which is lacking, as we've said before. So I'm agreeing with you. I do think Priest is going to take this one home.
I'm going to have to say the same thing because, like you said, it seems like this will be the payoff for the feud. Last time The Miz was in a nice old lumberjack match, we saw what happened. He got decimated by the Almighty and lost his, WWE Championship. So Priest will get his nice decisive victory. The rest of the wrestlers get a nice little payday on the pay-per-view, hopefully, for being featured. And he moves on to bigger and better things.
Yep.
All right, so we'll move on to the next one real quick. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Dirty Dogs of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode taking on the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, who are looking to become the first father-son duo of all time to hold the tag team titles around their waist. So I'm going to start with Hunterman here. Hunterman, what are your thoughts on the Dirty Dogs and the Mysterio boys?
I've been waiting on them to pull the trigger on Rey and Dom since feels like January, February. I think they're going to finally make the call and have them be the first father-son, tag champs. The Dirty Dogs created something out of nothing. They were just kind of thrown together and have had a nice little run. They beat the Street Profits, which nobody did. So, and they've, gone through the tag division. They're definitely getting prominently featured with the other, 4-ish teams now, maybe the Usos if they get back on track. But I think they're going to get Rey and Dom winning it, get a nice feel-good moment, get the father-son championship, and, Yeah, it'll probably be a good match. I mean, hopefully Dominic hasn't like done much. He kind of got an upset victory over Ziggler recently, I believe, this past Friday, and it's kind of setting it up. And be nice to see Ray get a little gold around his waist again. It's been too long.
Diego?
I think I agree with Hyman. This is obviously the Mysterious could win the title here. In addition to that, I think, in addition to what Andrew just said, I think this is an opportunity for Dominic to finally get an essential push at the hands of his dad, basically, because he had an initial push with Seth Rollins and that feud that was going on, that family feud, but it kind of drifted out fast, in my opinion. In order to really establish a career and get a potential future established within WWE, instead of just being the heir of the Mysterio character at the hands of Ray, why don't you develop yourself a new opportunity here? And this is where it could be a really good opportunity, especially with, as you guys both said, pairing up against a team that made something out of complete nothingness. So
I think for me, my only worry with this is I feel like they want Ray and Dominic to win in front of a crowd. So I have a feeling that this won't be the last time that they get a tag team title shot. I think potentially SummerSlam, if they have the crowd at SummerSlam, like they're planning on. I think that's a potential spot that we can see that
a lot
actually
of time,
happen.
though.
I
There's at
agree.
least two more pay-per-views before that.
Trust me, I agree.
A lot
But
of time.
I just think they're gonna try and build Dominic's name, and in order to do it, in my opinion, realistically, it has to be in front of the crowd. So I'm going with the Dirty Dogs to retain it here.
I would almost rebuttal to that SummerSlam could be an opportunity for WWE to continue making history. I mean, they made history with Bianca Belair being having the first ever African American women match against Sasha Banks, right?
Main event WrestleMania, yep.
With the potential of continuing with that trend line, this is the first time that a Latino family base would have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Why not go against the first African American team to be tag team champions, like somebody like the Street Profits, and have a very diverse opportunity there at SummerSlam to continue in that trend of diversity?
I'd like to see it. What I think would be cool is if they build it up towards SummerSlam, depending on how the Usos storyline goes. You get Ray and Dominic, and then SummerSlam could be the Usos capturing the titles back. So you got the father-son versus the brothers. So a lot of, like you said, the family diversity and everything like that. And then the Usos haven't been on top in too long. So it would be nice to see them get back up there.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Usos, I like the transition. Let's go into the Universal title match really quick. It's Roman Reigns versus Cesaro here for the Universal Championship. Off air, Hunman and I and Diego as well have talked about this potentially being the match that we saw at the WrestleMania for Roman. And after the whole Daniel Bryan spiel that we saw on SmackDown a couple weeks ago, what are your guys' thoughts on the Universal title match at WrestleMania Backlash?
I really hope. I mean, I want Cesaro to win. Everybody knows that. We've been clamoring for it since like Elimination Chamber, just to even get his match. So it would be nice to see him get a moment, even if he drops it the next SmackDown. It would stink because he doesn't get any successful defenses or anything, but the guy deserves to be able to be called a former world champion. And if you want to break up, I think this is, again, it's like what we said at WrestleMania. It's the perfect time to break up his title reign if they want to do it. At WrestleMania, he didn't have to get pinned, he didn't have to get submitted. He could have had Bryan and Edge. One of them beat the other one, and instead he pinned both of them. So with this one, same idea. There's the Usos coming back. There's the family tension. If they want to run with that for a little while, they could do that. And then have Cesaro win the world championship, have a nice match with Seth Rollins. Then maybe Roman gets it back at like Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. I would love to see it. I hope Cesaro wins, but my money is going to be on Roman.
Diego, do you want me to go? Or do you want to go? How do you want to do this?
Someone say something. Jeez.
I
You and I looked at each other like, huh?
I mean, I can go if you want me to. I would say at this point, I'm a big Roman Reigns fan, and I assimilate to his storyline, especially having.
Oh, you're only a fan because you called it a WrestleMania.
No, I'm not.
and then screamed in my house.
All right. Before I was rudely interrupted by somebody that has no idea as to why I'm even a fan of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Fucking getting fact checked, all right? CNN with your fucking fake news.
What fighting tonight, boys? I love it.
I'm just letting you know, like the reason why I'm really a Roman Reigns fan is because he's a leukemia survivor, much like I am. And that is the main storyline as to why I'm a major fan of his. But I think as of recent, we can all agree that we've seen a major form drop on Roman Reigns, where he's had to really just rely on last minute scraps. Where versus Cesaro, who's at the top of his game right now, getting a major push at the perfect time. There is no doubt in my mind that this is a perfect opportunity for the storyline to change, and therefore Cesaro taking the Universal Championship title here. It is the perfect timing to do so. It is, after all, called WrestleMania Backlash rather than just Backlash. This is a perfect storyline to do so.
I don't know if we were gonna kill kayfabe. Like, I thought we were sticking within the realms of the storyline. They had to get all right. I understand. So now obviously I look like a dick, but whatever.
Now, do you feel like a dick now?
Not really. I got over it.
This fucking kid.
Well, you know, you can wrap it before you tap it. That's what they say.
That's exactly what I was talking about. That's
Let's
exactly
go. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on the same boat as Diego here, but I think to kind of twist both of your points together, I do think Cesaro wins the title, but there's going to be some fuckery involved to make it so Roman didn't lose clean. So this is what I'm thinking, and I've talked to Hunterman about this. I haven't gotten the chance to talk to you because you've had stuff that's gone on, but I do think personally that Jimmy is going to cost Roman the title. And I went black again. Here we are.
Every episode,
baby.
How many times do I have to tell you just to turn off the screen dim? It's in settings.
It's content.
It's in the settings.
So Jimmy's going to cost Roman the title. It's going to set up Jimmy versus Roman with Jay as the special guest referee. If Jimmy loses, he has to fall in line. And there's your storyline. You start it. You let Cesaro do his little thing with Seth Rollins again. Maybe even give Cesaro versus Kevin Owens. You know, we get like a quick little feud like that. Aleister Black. They're changing his character again, dude. Who we don't know what's happening with him.
He's got a big old book of dark stuff.
So
it's pretty good.
Personally, I think Cesaro's going to win. It's going to set up a big, short little run, a big run here. But Roman does get it back in a few months. But I think they're going to focus more on Roman making sure his circle is tight. So I think Cesaro wins on Sunday.
I would almost add that in regards to that storyline of the Fallen Line storyline, I would almost say it wouldn't be surprising to me to actually see an appearance of The Rock to kind of give Roman Reigns a piece of humbling pie to remind him, this is your humbling beginnings. Don't act like you are the head of the table until you really are the head of the table for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I think instead of turning this whole entire Jey Uso needs to fall in line, Jimmy Uso needs to fall in line, we could potentially see a Rock coming in the middle of things and being like, you all need to get the story straight when it comes to where we are from. So
one thing I would
love to see that.
So. Yeah, I'll do. Me too. One thing that I want to add, just with Seth Rollins being in the mix there, the one thing that seemed to be really cool, that it was just very minor booking, but it's Roman has carried himself as better than literally everybody in the company for how many months now. And him and Seth Rollins, there was some chicanery that cost Rollins his match. And then Rollins came out back. He's like, hey, are you going to deal with it or do I have to deal with it? And Roman was like, don't worry, I got you. And actually talked to him like he respected him because of all their history. And little stuff like that, I think, is great. You set up a nice little, they mutually see each other. Rollins isn't purely focused on him right now, but they still see eye to eye on things for now. And it teased a match between them two down the line.
I'm just going to pull the plug away from that storyline. Any sort of fucking moron from WWE fans that pretends that the Shield is going to come back, go back to hugging your
tree. Dude, no one's saying the Shield's coming back.
No, I'm just saying because you know that there is some little moron in the middle of fucking North Dakota hugging his little fucking dad in the basement, being like, the Shield's coming back. No.
I can't wait for the Shield.
Open late.
I can't wait for the Shield 3.0 with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Mark Jindrak.
And Keith Lee.
Mark Jindrak, who should have been in Evolution.
Oh, God. Anyways.
So let's move on to the next one. Let's do let's do Bianca and Bailey for the SmackDown Women's title.
Bianca.
Well,
Yeah.
Relax. Give me a second.
What are we wasting time on this?
I mean, I was gonna say when I wrote my predictions on what I thought the card would look like, I expected Sasha to be on TV. She hasn't been.
Yep.
So I understand why they're going Bianca and Bailey. And if she beats Bailey, which I can easily think that all three of us believe that, her stature for top women in the company is slowly going up.
Yep.
So
But can you win if you don't have boobs?
no. That is
not according to one idiot.
I mean, hey, you couldn't win if you didn't have boobs back in like 2000s when all the women did was either A, they'd have a title match, or B, they'd be in a bra and panties match. There was no in between.
Yeah. And they still got
So-
naked on camera all the time.
They did.
They were champs for doing all that, man.
Sometimes unwillingly got naked.
Yeah.
on camera.
I know,
Sorry,
I know.
let's get back
I
into
agree.
line. Let's get
I'm
back
glad.
into line.
I'm glad it's evolved from that.
Let's get back into line.
I'm glad women wrestle around properly.
Same, very much.
So we can all agree Bianca over Bailey.
Yeah, I think if anything, this is just another additional push, a solid booking push with Bailey having been already in WWE and already having that respect. But yeah, Bianca all day.
I just want to know who's next. Like, I don't know if they're gonna run it back with Sasha, but
Charlotte
I'm
Flair.
more. This feels like a
No,
blow
Charlotte's staying on Raw. I have an off the record potential. So they're gonna. I think what they'll do is they'll run it back with Sasha, and then at SummerSlam we're gonna get Bianca and Becky Lynch.
That would be cool.
That would be
Becky,
awesome.
everyone's waiting for Becky to come back, man.
Becky and Becky Lynch at SummerSlam.
But
Mark
I
it
would
in.
say-
Becky has to go to SmackDown. Like Raw has
Yes.
Charlotte, so it's like you
Um,
got to
so-
split them.
So as much
Yeah.
as I would actually love for Becky to go back to SmackDown, you know that Raw already identified the problem that they have sucked. And they're gonna
They-
push for Becky Lynch to come back to help them improve.
Cut
Yeah,
to
they-
2 hours.
See,
Cut
they-
to 2 hours.
We already did that. They need her more than she
Cut it
needs
again.
them. But they could do a thing where Becky comes back to Raw and then Charlotte shows up and says, I don't like Bianca. And now it's
Yeah.
her show. You know?
I don't know. We'll see. But I do think we're gonna get Bianca and Becky at SummerSlam.
Okay. All right, what's next?
The Raw Women's Championship, the triple threat between Rhea Ripley, Asuka, and Charlotte Flair. Who's got thoughts?
I really hope Ripley wins. And I think Asuka's going to take the pin. And our good friend Dave Batista even commented on a Twitter post by WWE about that triple threat and said, wow, you guys are really going to job out Asuka. And like, I agree 100%. Dave Batista doesn't like it. I don't like it. So remember that. Rhea Ripley pins Asuka via she threw Charlotte out of the ring. That's what I'm going with.
Ooh,
really
I
hope
like
it's not
that.
Charlotte.
So I think there's a potential 2 storylines here. Number one, obviously the Asuka and Rhea Ripley kind of rivalry developing, taking it from their previous days back in the day to now here and redeveloping it, which is awesome. But I also see a potential additional involvement, which we saw this week on Raw, which was Alexa Bliss involving herself in fucking up with Charlotte Flair. So I do think there is the potential of those 2 storylines here, but Rhea Ripley wins it because she's been pushed now with her return. This is the final material to do that.
Get her a nice solidifying title defense to say,
For
hey,
sure.
she's the real deal.
For sure.
I agree. I think Ripley's gonna win. I think Charlotte's just there for more hype than anything. I don't think she's taking the pinfall. I don't think she's pinning anybody. I
It's
think
because she's the opportunity.
But I do agree with Diego. The Charlotte Alexa Bliss angle would be kind of interesting because it would be something that Charlotte's never seen before.
I kind of forgot about that Alexa popped up recently. She didn't really do anything. She was just kind of spooky, right? She had her doll.
It
Dude,
was
so
it
they
was
were
the last
sitting, they
laugh.
were sitting on a swing, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you just saw Shayna Baszler's leg wasn't working properly. That's it.
Lily's-
It's
Lily's
like
last laugh.
it's like she's walking and she's like, oh, I can't move.
Huh?
Yeah, something weird like that.
Well,
So
maybe
let's get to
Alexa
the-
will do that to Charlotte, and then okay,
So let's get to
what's-
the last
so
and
hold
final
on.
match.
make it weird. Fuck it.
Real quick before we do that, do you think we get Ripley Oscar again after this, or do you think we see someone else that steps up on Monday nights?
Ripley
No,
Naomi.
we'll see somebody. Yeah, we'll see somebody else step up.
Ripley Naomi.
Can I pencil in Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler right now, or is
Yeah,
it too early?
that'd be another good one.
I think that'd be a great one, actually.
That wouldn't be
Alright.
bad. Shayna Baszler's fantastic. They just don't let her be herself.
I think
Yeah,
if
because
anything,
you know
like,
she'd kill everybody.
I know.
I think if anything, I think like Rhea Ripley would do much of like what Drew McIntyre was trying to do, which was give everybody the opportunity to challenge her for that title. And it's gonna be much like that. So
Or you know, just get Dakota Kai, come out,
Yeah.
something different. All right,
well, big rack
WWE
attack.
title, WWE title match.
Can we
Our
can
champion.
we can we just point out? So okay, I'm sorry. So Lashley, Strowman, Drew McIntyre. Strowman kind of turned heel. They're doing the exact same angle with the women and the men, and it's a triple threat. Like, has anyone picked up on that? Someone
which
has
is-
to have known.
Would
Which is
you
how
let me
you
get to
develop
the
a
fucking
storyline.
point and
It's
then
the
we talk
exact-
about it?
You weren't
Yes,
gonna say
I
that
understand.
though.
I was.
Not a chance.
Oh, this dude.
Not a chance.
This dude.
Not a chance.
So
That's
talk
true.
about being a dickhead, right, Chris? God damn.
Fucking see, this is why we didn't do the podcast in 2 weeks. 'Cause this dickhead. So we have a WWE Championship match, triple threat. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre versus Braun Strowman. So, real quick, 2 things. 1, this is stupid because Braun Strowman should not be anywhere near this title picture. 2, I get for the longevity of it, but it's just idiotic. This guy beat Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, and that just automatically gets him a title match. This is ridiculous.
Shane McMahon's a pretty big name. So
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Stupid.
Well, this is easy for me. You know why? Because Bobby Lashley pins Braun Strowman. Easy.
I
The
hope
the Lash Dog, Lashley fights someone, and we get Drew and Jinder Mahal next.
they could do that. Yeah.
No, you know we're gonna get Braun and Jinder Mahal. You know that's what's next.
Let's go.
Especially for
Maharaja.
With the Maharaja being face, no.
Is he a good guy?
Well, if fucking Braun Strowman's heel, he has to be a good guy.
Well, Strowman flips every other week. He can go back. He's literally Big Show, but he can run a little faster.
He's a waste of space. So Bobby Lashley's pinning Braun Strowman is my prediction.
Okay.
I actually see Drew McIntyre pinning.
Anybody
Bobby
else want to
Lashley.
talk? Ooh.
I see Drew
Anybody?
McIntyre pinning Bobby Lashley.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
gonna
see-
say
I see Braun Strowman causing Bobby Lashley to make a mistake and Drew McIntyre doing that from then and pinning.
Oh, you know, just hit him with a good old fashioned Claymore kick right to the mouth.
Hell yeah. Turn
Were
around,
you-
Claymore.
you're getting one of those if you act up again, Chris.
Fucking do it. I did.
Right to the head.
Pour him in. Yep.
Are you athletic enough to get up to that high?
Oh, you damn right I am, boy.
As
Oh,
of,
I can't wait
as
to
of
see
the
that.
end, as of the end of 2020, yes.
Oh yeah. Your boy flexible as fuck.
Before that, not a chance.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'd tear everything. I'm gonna be weird. I'm gonna say Strowman's gonna win.
I fucking hate you. I really do.
No, he's not gonna win. I can't do it. Lashley's gonna win. He's gonna beat
No.
Strowman. He has to.
Oh, I was gonna say if
If
Strowman
you,
won, I was gonna yell again. Wake up everybody sleeping.
Let's
listen,
go!
if Strowman won,
I
right?
fucking called it.
I'll tell you right now. If Braun Strowman wins the WWE title, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, fucking try. The
I'm going
internet
to beat
thinks
the shit out
the
of you.
internet thinks Strowman deserves it after the bull crap he's put up with. So I shouldn't say the internet. There's like a small-ish portion
Listen,
of.
What are you gonna say? A thread on Reddit?
listen,
three-
Drew
there's like
McIntyre
three
may have
threads.
Drew McIntyre might have the Scottish Claymore. You're about to get hit with a Colombian scorpion. Soccer flashback.
Oh,
For any-
I thought it was something sexual. I was about to say, all right, Diego, I see you.
What? Are you saying he's gonna get repackaged as something sexual?
Yeah, he was calling. I thought he was talking about a Colombian.
He's already got the
scorpion,
mesh shirt. He can do it.
I was talking about something different. All right. Any final thoughts on anything that we haven't touched upon?
Listen,
Oh, is that? I thought there was a women's title match, or did they do that already?
We said it. It was Bianca and
No,
Bayley.
a women's tag title match.
No, there's nothing on the card officially.
Really?
Yes,
Okay. Well, when did they have Natalia and Tamina verse?
at WrestleMania
No, but they earned another
on
opportunity.
on Raw.
No, but there was fuckery, wasn't there? They might add it. Who knows? They're keeping
well,
their,
we just
their
let
cards
our
short.
true host finish up. the
I mean,
episode.
I'm fine with it. Whatever. I think there's gonna be a new cruiserweight champion on the pre-show, but whatever.
Ooh.
There's no match, dude. Like, what is that face?
You seen what Diego said?
Oh, what did he say?
Nothing. you were like, there's no match. Like, come on. Kayfabe, Hunman.
K-Fab.
So obviously, again, big shout out to Couch Guy Sports for letting us get through 10 episodes of just sitting here shooting shit, talking about wrestling. With
Next time
weird
you
ideas.
two, next time you two are taking the
Miro-
leadership of all of this because
Miro's the
I
new,
can't
Miro's
do
the
this
new
anymore.
TNT champion. Miro's the new TNT champion.
Oh yeah, yeah, we forgot about that.
He did stuff.
Formerly known as Rusev is now the new mid card champion of AEW, aka
wait.
the TNT title.
Can't wait. The
So-
best man.
For all of us here, for Diego DJ at Diego_the DJ, for Andrew the wrestling aficionado Honeyman at Andrew Honeybuns, myself, Chris Jones at CJones1212 on Twitter. Make sure you following us on Twitter at Suplex Biddies as well. More content coming soon from us. Make sure to check everything on Couch Guy Sports again, and we will see you guys next week.
Next video coming is Jones getting hit with a title belt that I buy. Just
Can't wait.
out of the blue. We're gonna be here,
And
and
then-
then we're gonna pan over to this one, and then it's gonna be like,
And then Diego's
Done.
just gonna do it. Diego's just gonna do a dance over my dead body.
I can see it. He's got moves. He's a DJ. In case you didn't know that.
See you guys next week.